Previously, sightings of space and space around saltwater. For the cost of power that we have tons of, we have water and salt and two new toys. So we have things to process. And let the timer. We haven't done this in a couple sessions. How's everyone feeling? Grapple tuple ticks, sure. Yeah, you want to learn this anyway. Or the cosmonaut. Anyone who is far underachieving here. Okay, that's fine. That should be fine. How is the base looking? We're getting fancier. We have enough plastic to do the next round of beds. We are just the epitome of luxury. What is icky in there? I don't know. Something stanky. Right. Low on urine. So right now, priorities are... What are we working on? We're working on getting water down here, now that it is... I opened the door on the volcano. We're gonna let some water come into here. We have to insulate the pipes so the water can get here as water. The free oil is almost over. Soon we will have to process our oil. Distant sounds of neighbor. As long as it's none of our actual hatches, we're good. 6 and 6, hey. Oh. That's a lot of egg. Alright, I'll have to do the same thing with here. What's on this line? Alright, so all of these just run intermittently when there is... I'll have to not do one of these. That's fine. One of these doesn't have to run. Definitely make you out of lead. Yep, let that go. No filter needed, just all eggs. Get out. Keep these guys happy. And there's only 2 more to go. We have enough oil. Into plastic. Prioritize, putting the beds together. Everyone gets to sleep in a little rocket ship. Awesome. If the power lines up being too much, we'll do the retrofit as needed. We'll plan this out shortly. A couple other things to do first. Oh, you're done. Alright, backlog of hydrogen is gone. I should do this. And then connect these as needed. And then disconnect them as needed. Alright, you're ready to receive water. Or warm enough to have water. It's quite hot. We're not going to unbury the volcano anytime soon. Alright, someone come turn that off. Print suit. Speed Racer needs a suit. It's not flowing. Very viscous. Okay, this will very quickly freeze. This will probably be insulated as well, but it's not going very far. It's running. Good. What are you up to? Oh, just putting things away. Who are you? A digger? Let some water flow. Like to see this done next. Rails are weird because only the Mechtronic person can do it. Ow. Ice. Water froze going into here. Alright, does need to insulate on this short trip here. No insulated liquid bridge. There, they'll get to it. Nice. And egg. No longer crammed. The brick. It's still there. Someday, we will defeat the brick. And then tons and tons of oil will appear. Alright, let's first plan out. Let's see what these guys are. There is granite here. There's wells up here we're actually going to be walking around a bit. Alright, the beds have been made. The last two beds to be made for now. Here and here. And what does it cost to do fancy ladder? Only 50. And we can mainline replace. It adds up quickly. I'll get to it. The two people are not sleeping on the floor, please. We have a lot of coal. We have a lot of power. That is being consumed now. This is not. This natural gas is backed up. Completely. And you are active. Probably de-throttle this one. Just let it run. Just go. I deactivated you. You are no longer beholden to that. Oh, because there is a wire in this. Alright, that doesn't work. Doesn't work that way. You run forever. There's a lot of power to be done. Try to chew through some of this backlog so we can get more out of that. Not erotic at all. Absolutely no urine. How can we pollute our water faster? How does this keep happening? You know what I can do? I can do this. You live right here. Your job is to dig that guy out when he gets into trouble. Yeah, right there. And I can go ahead and just let water run for a bit. Let it trickle while we do other things. Slow things down at some point. Oh, I also don't need to be spending water on... We have food. We don't need Gristleberry. Let's decommission this. No more water comes here. Somewhere close-ish to... It is cold up here still. And we do have the Tepidizer right there. It's only being used for the hot tub at the moment. Saltwater reservoir. Or just slap it up here. That's no longer needed. This can be decommissioned. I have a Tepidizer running. Oh, you only take 1,000. So I want thinking about put a desalination chamber somewhere around here. Tepidizer to keep it warm. We run it desalinator, it turns into water, but warmer so it could survive getting back to the reservoir. Do that. I probably have to do a retrofit of one of these lines. I am stressing that one a little bit. Just a little. This one would be a good choice. There's a lot on it. But most of it runs intermittently. And you happen to be the next one in line to be retrofitted. Alright. Congratulations. What needs repair? A stupid uninsulatable pipe. Almost. Alright, these two spots need to be insulated as well. That one spot there. Gross. You have a job to do. You say you keep your gun focused, lasered on you. If this turns off, you get him. So retrofit, so we can get the desalinator going. We can actually fill this. Right, momentarily, everything here will be turned off. Make everything out of lead if I can. Cannot mainline build the bridges. Thought I said tear this down. Weird you can't mainline upgrade these. But you can everything else. And they'll automatically prioritize things in the base. These only run when they poop coal or eggs. This one only runs when the Drekos poop eggs. I never... Oh no, it's currently not powered. I was like, I've had to have roomed the sheep. Yeah, they've had to have sheared sheep now. Here, you run straight north. We'll put it here. Definitely make this out of steel. We have a lot of steel. We've been working at it. And to keep the temperature in. There's a lot up there. I'm not short for space. What am I doing? Why would I do this? You stop that. Stop that here. Hold on. Like that. Let's prioritize this ladder and this one so you can get out. So that when you build yourself in, This shouldn't need actually to be... this should be a closed circuit eventually. And then a lot of coal just sitting up here. Guess you've been busy. Yeah, you've been sheared. Take some rust. We might find use for that someday. Alright, final of these have been made. Need more urine. Need so much urine. It's working. Could stand up. How much water's coming out? Like triple it and see what happens. I haven't decided what to do with the old dining hall now that we have a new dining hall with soda machine. Why are they working on this? Guys, focus. Focus on the retrofit so these can turn back on again. Alright, desalinator. No reason not to use the attic. Guess I could have even sealed one of these off. Stick the salt water in a tube, in a box. So it doesn't need to be on the outside. Yeah. Dream of space. One day you shall go. This can be the desalination room. Well, this shall be the saltwater haven. Saltwater lives here, which in case I don't have to tepidize it. This is indoors is above freezing in many places. I'll still run this up here so I can run the desalinator. Over here. I need a pump. I need a vent. May as well insulate it. Alright, any manual salt. I'm trying to think of a way to make this completely hands-off. Just seal it off and never look back and just pump salt water into it and brine. This is going to come from outdoors, so this will be insulated. Any manual salt I end up with, I could do it this way. What was the thing I was using? What was the thing I was using over here? You're powered on, you're powered on. Someone sweep this before the dog eats it. There was a thing I used that you can just put water, bottled things into it, and it will just spit into a pipe system. At the end of plumbing. You. Bottle drainer. If I end up with any salt water or brine, I can just drop it into here. This will also fall into this. If I end up with any salt or ice. Hey, Misty. How you doing? If I end up with any salt or ice... Nowhere to put steel? What? I'm not storing steel in this. Apparently not. Alright, steel goes here. Down and depressed? Oh no. Not Misty. Well, does this make you happy? We've got a couple new toys. And space. We've seen space. And right now we have saltwater geyser. We're working on figuring out how we're going to capture this in space. Alright, so any... Oh, no, not that. Brine or salt water goes in this. Dump it into here. If they ever finish this power line, I'm going to just seal this off. I could do a conveyor system. I could do that. I just do one of these. Well, don't even need that, just the loader. I just have them manually put all brine ice and salt ice in this, and then just have it transfer and dump out over here. It'll land in this section and should thaw eventually. Don't make it out of gold. We have a lot of lead. Yeah, we'll do that. And this always needs maximum priority because otherwise my Mechtronics guy won't do it. Out of sandstone, because I fed all my sandstone to the dog. Alright, make it out of something else. I don't care. Just do it. How's plastic looking? Plastic is back to 2,000. Plastic ladders. That means this is looking good, huh? This is how you release pressure. Just honk the horn, releasing natural gas into the air. I guess we'll have to deal with that natural gas eventually. When it can't spit it out because the air pressure is too much. That's what they're calling it these days, huh? That's funny. Alright, the insulating pipe is letting it get down here, and then the volcano is keeping it nice and warm. It's only it's 200 degrees here. It's 1,200 degrees here. You know, this wall is doing a good job. Staying nice and warm. We're pumping a little more water than we're using, though, so we need to... I can dial it back a little. We'll find the right... Let's go right in the middle. Let's do 1,000. Just 1 kilogram a second. Like when you have one of those, and it's so bad your back hurts. We're not wasting water on Bristle Blossom anymore. We have food. Yeah, which means we get a little more power back by discontinuing these lights. Alright, so this was done. I want all... In here, I want all brine ice and... Well, that's all we got, so... And allow manual use. This does need power. That should be enough to seal you off and forget about you. I should automate sensor. Not out of gold, please. We used to have an abundance of only gold because of our gold volcano. We even have an iron volcano for free iron. But it all pales into how much lead is just sitting around the planet. Yeah, do one of these. We'll make this, and then I'll seal this off. Well, after I put down the piping, huh? Once there's enough, I'll spit it out into the desalinator. You desalinate. and then drop it into the reservoir. You go on a journey to the reservoir. Can you imagine having so much metal that you make your pipes out of metal instead of rocks? And you can drop it over here. I'll tell you, the plastic ladders are pretty ugly. But whoo boy, look at them go. Oh wow, that went quick. I guess I should tell them to dig this, huh? So they'll actually go do it. Yep, they got things to do over here. Still a bit more water than you use. You use 1,000 kilograms a second. You use 1,000 kilograms. You use 1,000 grams. You use a kilogram a second. Free line. Is someone gonna build this? I think the problem is all my lead is very far away. Should bring the lead indoors. We'll fill these up with lead. Alright, but then that is... Once this is made, I'll seal this off, and then we can go work on harvesting. We are going to need conductive wire. We're going to need to run the heavier wire to the surface. How we're going to do that is... I guess I already have it escaping this way. I just run the wire north a lot. There's a tube right here. I can just use this tube. Well, these are in the way. I change this out to being 3 bridges. I can just run this right through the whole gap. Doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. Look at all the oil. So much oil. It's actually backed up because we have... We're actually just having a problem that we cannot process it fast enough. I could stand to use even more carbon. More of these pigs that are pooping out their mouth. Where did this water come from? Pick that up. It is getting warm in here, which is fine. It's just in cold zone. There is free urine out here. Guys. Please. Alright, so... Bring the lead indoors. And the lead and the salt I'm bringing in should be nice and toasty. That should work to melt the ice. Now, when we build this, can we do it with us on the correct side of the barrier? Don't turn on until there's this much water. There we go. Well, I guess what did I do? I did, okay. I put it on this side. Good. I guess I'll just make the chamber here. Space isn't a problem because we're in Atmos suits. Although what I could do, I could commandeer one of these many outliers. I could start recruiting people in Elevator. Is there an elevator in the one down below? No? Could commandeer one of these and make it like a secondary living area. Elevate someone to living in near space. We just have to bring food up, supply oxygen. Otherwise, they're climbing a ladder all the way to space. Otherwise, it could be time for the tube. You get in the tube, and off you go. Disperse! Suppose you would do that indoors and have a second Atmos suit dock on the other side, right? This is facing the wrong way. Whoops. Why are you not working? There. It didn't like that I already had it ready. Why is it ending up on the floor? You guys. There. Okay, so don't know what effect the vacuum of space has on liquid. Is it sucking it out into space, or what? Do you have drywall? It stops the vacuum of space. That's liquid loss in space. So yeah, I am losing liquid to it being space. Yes, we're losing. So I need to get up here. Oh, also welcome, Ignis. Need to get up here. Need to capture this geyser. It doesn't need to be huge. Let's go ahead and establish. Hey, Ignis, what's your favorite color? We have many options. I'm gonna put some drywall. This doesn't need to be fancy. Or big. This doesn't seem to run very often. It runs 361 every... Nice. 690 seconds. Nice. Alright, so it's going to be big enough. We're going to need to... Pastel purple. Not this side. Yeah, this side. And then the ceiling will go here. Just let it run right down. "100%." Oh, on the achievements. How do you get to the Chivos? You don't have it. You don't have one ready to fire. How do you see them? Oh, right. Back to the pod. So far, we haven't gone to space. This is not possible on this planet. We would not be able to tame an oil slicker. 20 living duplicants. Have yet to find a cow. Have duplicants eat 400,000 kilocalories of critter meat before day 100. I feel like we could have done that. Yeah, but it would not survive here on Cold Planet. It would die. I feel like we could have done that. We could. If something goes horribly wrong with the food supply, we'll be okay. Oh, we have room for one more. You. Oh, Automod actually stopped a bot. Wild. It is quite warm down here, yeah. I guess I could use those instead of my Oxyfern. That isn't firing anymore because we're out of urine. But now that we have unlimited amounts of water on the way... How much algae do I have? I have a bit. Where do I have carbon still? Definitely not in the carbon trap. A little bit's hanging out here. We just throw some of these down. Just turn some of the water into urine. Maybe getting more duplicates would be the way to go. More people, the more piss. Yo, Farmer Fred loves soda. Look at him go. He must be stoked now that our farmer, who is allergic to plants, is no longer harvesting gristleberry. I played this years ago, and this is like a brand new game to me now. There's new stuff here. What? How does this keep happening? Guys, when they put things into the bottle drainer, are they... Do they miss? Is it ending up on the floor? Yule boiler. Someone was telling me about that. That I could skip a step in the oil process. Like this silly hand-cranked way to make oil. Seems like a lot. Wow, you are full and you are running non-stop. We are just not consuming enough power. That might change. Alright, so you guys are working on the pipe. Back to this. A door. That would be helpful. Put a door in. We need to continue. We need to pastel purple all of this. And then we're just going to pump this out whenever there is this much water in. Conductive wire. I was at the end of the previous session. Dog egg. I'll take a flashlight. Take a firefly. End of the previous session, I was thinking about how to use this to my advantage. I was thinking, set up steam, get a drip of water, drop a drip in, it will boil, then use that to run the steam engine. That I have not researched yet? I have not. Now that we see space, it's time to research. Right now I'm using the volcano to heat the water for the oil. You're being very careful about the volcano this time. Ever since the incident. The incident. I'd imagine the end game is go to space. I fire off, like Factorio, you fire a rocket and you win. That's my guess. I don't recall ever making it that far. Sedimentary rock here, so let's build my ladder out of sedimentary rock. Almost out of sedimentary rock. If any of this spills, it's fine. It'll freeze, and I'll just grab the ice. Remove the lava as it solidifies. Yeah. Volcano. I'm seeing that happen. when the volcano goes dormant, I'll carve this out. Let the heat continue to escape in this direction to keep this warm. So that it doesn't freeze while waiting to be tossed into the oil well. Not sure how to actually use the magma. It's not even hot enough to melt a duplicate. If I was to get curious and toss one in there. I could hire someone just to toss into the magma. This is a regular volcano. The miner is the one that killed us. It killed 2 people when my people decided to jump in here to take a breath while it was erupting. Before we had Atmos suits. Behold, our potato. What is going on with this, I don't understand where this salt water keeps coming from. How are we making a mess here? Right, so this should be enough to capture all this. It's just a matter of you guys getting to it. And bringing the power line up here. Oh, that's cool. We don't seem to have a need for that kind of fancy power yet. Does look like it's time to retrofit the northeastern exterior power line. That at the moment is only running the Atmos suit line. Yeah, that's it. That's all it's running. Yeah, we're using a tepidizer at the moment for heat. I'm stealing the heat for the longest time during the ventilation process here. Oxygen is running through the volcano, stealing some heat, and was being pumped into the base. Since the base started off at like 40 degrees. Most of the base has warmed up. Not all of it. Below freezing up here in the corners. Fortunately, the sheep have plenty of fiber. Oh, really? I've just been drywalling things to make it look pretty. It makes sense. The kitchen should be nice and drywalled. The dining hall. The original dining hall. It's weird that this is the best bedroom you can get. Wait. Luxury barrack? Luxury barracks? You need 2 decor buildings. I've also ran hot water in pipes through the apartment complex. So I would have never put that together. Yeah, we could, it wouldn't be hard to get in here and drywall it. We'd have to put a lot of scaffolding down. Hey, Misty, what color do you think sheep like? Yeah, this should have been a private, but I didn't notice that I need 2 decor buildings. 2. Well, everyone gets a painting. Everyone gets a gold painting. Green. This is a decor building? Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, you are free to... welcome back, Seat Gaming. Well, at least where we can reach without scaffolding. We'll throw it down right here. Alright, now the retro... Okay, we punctured the hole. Salt water is on the way. It's not worth harvesting that. Just let that be wet. No, I'm all for this game is wonderful. There's so much goodness to it. Space! Guys, it's actual space. Regolith. Actual space. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, dog. Dog sighting. Dog that eats regolith. Dog. Dog. Oh. Oh. Dog. Dog. So, space this is where we could do like this is okay, this is what we do. This is the apartment. This is the northern apartment complex. We're going to run the tube from the main base like here. We'll run tube all the way up. We'll commandeer this building. Fortunately, we don't have any oxygen in the exterior. It's all being kept here. Everything is nicely backlogged in the interior. Wait, where's the backlog of oxygen? There is no backlog of oxygen. Oh, because everything goes into the Atmos suits all the time. And it looks like we finally grabbed all of the stank air out of this sector. Chivo. Oh, painting. I thought a Chivo for space. No, Chivo for painting. Congratulations. First one, the cosmonaut gets the private bedroom. Perfect. The one who's gonna go to space. The frick is a tickled tootsie? Oh, for walking on carpet. That's not the sound you want to hear from a bedroom. Surprising there's no fancier door. Like regular door than just... Other chefs just fapping in everyone's bedroom. Alright, this is annoying. What is going on? What is going on here? Alright, my best guess is there's the... The brine ice is going in here? What? We are making so much plastic now that you're overheating. Alright, well, we'll tear you guys down and we'll make you out of something better. That's fine. And we're out of water. That makes sense. Yeah, I like that. Like, I opened these doors a long time ago so the cats could escape. The only downside to this is that means the lightning bug could get inside and someone might not be able to sleep. That's a good idea. We have a long-term goal for space now. Yeah, unless we're using this to keep in the crab, may as well just pop it open. Even the bathroom door. I'm a father. I haven't peed with the door closed in years. And neither shall you. Still not making a dent in this natural gas backlog, man. What? Now there's water on the floor. What is going on? Salt? Why is there so much salt on the ground? What is going wrong here? The bottle drainer just inherently spill? Coming in here is dropping down here. Where is this liquid coming from? Giving everyone wet feet. Alright. By now they should have torn that down, yeah. Refinement. Pig. Steel. Leaks from the what? It's brine. Polymer press is way out here in the industrial zone. We got the oil refinery up to a positive decor rating. Because my people actually have to spend time over here. They actually build this, guys. We have to make it out of steel because it gets quite warm out here. That petroleum will sit there forever now. That's fine. What were we doing? Yeah. Alright, no leaks. We're looking good. Yeah, leaks from out here. We could fix this. Eventually it will run out of stuff to leak. All the way down. They're still working on the pipes. They're working on this. It is sucking all the atmosphere out. I guess it wouldn't hurt. To seal this off. Free copper. I'll take that. Door made out of liquid? I'm never seeing glass. It's the first thing I've seen that uses glass. I'd imagine this would be a liquid lock then, huh? I don't know how I would go about sticking liquid in a place. I suppose I could also, instead of a door, just put down tile. Once this is made, throw down tile. Alright, we need to do the retrofit before. Alright, first, slam down the door. Step 1. Slam down the door. Is someone putting down the door? Yes. Senor, build it. We need to hit pause on this for the time being. Because it is erupting into the base at the moment. Guys, please. You're supposed to be professionals. Alright, they've made their way up here. No, don't get distracted. We have this is important. This looks pretty cool, though. I don't quite understand what's going on with these physics. Oil too. Oil would be good for a lot of things. What is that? Dog egg. Dog egg. Toilet. Alright, what is this root? Toilet. Is someone going to come make this? Alright, 4 of you are working on this at White. Just Demon Builder. Just duplicate things. There he is. Oh, come on. Disappointed in you. I'm gonna have to commission a Roomba, huh? They were just not doing their job here. How were they making this? Where is this mess coming from? It's... Why is all this salt water ending up on the floor? How? Take this, you stick it in the bottle drainer. Dumps out over here. Is there a leak in the crevice here? That makes sense, yeah. I could build a fireman's pole here. Oh my god, build this, guys. Now. Build the door. Warning. Warning. Thank you. Okay. Now, there's your liquid lock. Made a mess. Mr. Clean. How did you do this? Oh, all this froze and got you stuck. Wow. Just duplicate things. He's just pissing inside of his spacesuit, alerting me that he's about to die. He can run out of air. You're not allowed to dig, are you? Guess what? It's your lucky day. Dig. Dig for your life. Good. Apparently you were good at you like that. Oh, that's funny. If you piss in your spacesuit, when you take your spacesuit off, the piss falls out. That's humorous. Alright, that's not how I thought that would go. But nay, free piss for the septic tank. We are out. Right, someone else now has to go put that. All the piss fell out. It's fine. Okay, let's do this. This will help it flood down and not over. Which means drywall would help keep these guys warm. They complained about that for so long. Since I have the scaffolding here, we could go another tier. Nah. It already looks like a McDonald's. That'll do. What am I feeding them? My leftover sandstone. There's somehow food poisoning on my rocks. But at less quantities. This is free. I just warm up my water in the meantime. Where is this salt coming from? Ow! Where is it falling out of? This is so annoying. I have a feeling we're not going to need the manual generator anymore. Could put a Roomba down there, but jeez. Actually, just only using them for coal. That was my only source of power for a while. Let's keep an eye on it. It comes this way, it spits out. Where does it spill? Alright, so that's what's happening. The ice is going in here, and the ice is immediately melting. So this isn't working. Very well. This does not work as I expected. Alright, deconstruct that. Yeah, I just won't use the ice then. At least that answers that. Didn't expect it to freeze immediately. I put the loader here and put a block next to it so it can't immediately spill. Then I'll need a pump next to it. Yeah, it's fine. I'll tweak that later. We have things to do at the moment. Right, the retrofit. This is everything up north is gonna require at least, I'm assuming everything for these 3 toys. I'll need conductive wire, which means we need to do the retrofit. Which means this line. This line. This line. The one not quite on the end. You need to be upgraded. Man, you were in a bad spot for that. Alright, I guess the next thing to do is move you over here. Retrofit you, and then everyone can slide over. It's time to do the whole base in lead. Lead-based poisoning is a myth. You duplicants will be fine. Alternatively, I just put you up here. The line then just has to drag. Across the entire base. I could drag you up and over. Yeah, just don't don't lick it. Solid advice. I make you out of... Fire has yet to be a problem. Even the volcano did not set anything on fire. It only majorly burned my people. And then they suffocated to death because they moved too slowly to get back to base. We made the hospital for that event, and have not had to really use it since, except for minor burns. I do one of these. You were powering something at one point. I don't remember what you were powering. Or maybe you were going to power... Oh, you powered this. I ran a line and just connected it to this, so I could run the Neuralink. Didn't finish tearing it down. Are you powering anything along the way? Nope. I can actually tear down everything else along the way. May have just torn apart that bridge too. Whoops. Alright, so now that the power is off up here, they're going to want to prioritize the power lines that are outside the base. Like these. This you can all do from inside the base. No one ever actually brought any lead in. There, Mr. Clean, get on that. You like my recreational room? Where everyone goes to have a good time. You walk in through the dance zone. Metal tiles so you can get a really good feel weight for it. Climb up, and you get to... You and your buddies can hang out on the surfboard, hop in the hot tub, or just step up here and get some water. That's our cosmonaut. In the hot tub, in his suit. Now that's a fancy fella right there. I really like the motion sensors for lights. Ah, fart jokes. I got it. Alright, out of water, which means temp shift plating. Another 3 days off steel. I'll take that. Send me all your steel. Alright, this ladder's done. Again. Not a fan of that sound. We'll take care of the interior first. And then we're going to reserve our plastic for the tube to space. The water's here. Oh, I should top these guys to get to it. Not sure where this water came from. Or this water. Guys. Can you believe that 200 cycles ago we were just using an army of wheels? Now look at us. These two keep up with all of this carbon with the help of the oxyferns. The oxyferns have been kicking ass. This block of oil will never melt. There is so much oil right here. We can only melt it. Now that I know what you said, drywall would have helped. I thought this would have been, the conductive tile would have been nice. How's that retrofit looking? Unreachable builds, because this is now all off. They didn't get to it in time. Could just tear this down momentarily. Wait. I just disable you momentarily. Duplicates will just come out here. They'll hold their breath. There's stank air out here. A little bit here and there. There. Now get to it, guys. It's cold. 0 degrees. Hello, Demon Wisp. Your namesake is doing quite well. Demon Builder is around here somewhere. Yes, it is cold. If you guys can rebuild the power, we can get you back in suits. Come on, guys. Everyone, together now. This doesn't get very hot. It says 4,000, but the gold it spits out, like, instantly cools down here on Coal Planet. I'd imagine this would get warm. There's a lot of free iron up here. These volcanoes seem to be very minor in heat compared to... compared to this guy. We're using this guy to stay warm. We now know about steam, solar, and a sauna. How hot is space? Space would be cold, right? Vacuum. Huh? A vacuum and vacuum into wind. This is what you use space for. Can't use this for heat. The plan right now is to build a tube center from in here, launch the duplicants north into the apartment complex we're going to colonize. So then we could then hop into suits and take advantage of space. That's the plan. But first, we're going to capture this salt. We're going to explore what these two are. And work our way over to space. Once we have space a little bit underway, we could start to poke at all of the like things that have been added since I played the game years and years ago. Uses steam to create a relaxing temperature. Draws in steam. Outputs water. That's nice. Yeah, so that's definitely something you play with magma for. Yeah, I have this... I have 75 tons of... No, 100 tons of crude oil here. It will melt when it reaches negative 40. It was 69 degrees negative when I dropped it in here. It is... We are winning the battle. It's just taking a while. More oil is coming in from the oil well. But we harvested some frozen oil and have not yet to really make use of it. Did you just say you had no power? What? Don't lie to me. Well, I'm trying to make heat. It's not working. It's battling against the entire planet first. We've blocked. We have closed off the killer volcano. I did toss a couple Wheezeworts into... This was getting quite warm. If I insulate this, that would keep the heat in. That's a good idea. You know what? That's a good idea. I have a lot of igneous. Can't do anything about this without dropping the oil I already have, but this will help. The heat that comes in here will stay. This got way hotter, by the way, than I expected. So I opened a window. So this water will stay water for the oil. I had plans to use this otherwise. We have learned to respect the volcano. More oil. Solid oil. You know, we could just let the volcano melt this oil. No, no. Still not making a dent in all this natural gas. You are running non-stop. I need to disable both of you. No limiters for either of you. Both of you run full time. Never stop. We have plenty of food. Oh, we're actually consuming a lot of food now that we've turned off the bristle blossom. Why? Why are we not fertilizing? Are we out of dirt? Are we out of dirt? No, we have dirt. Guys. If this drops below 200,000, I'll put another layer of mealwood. I just took out the bristle blossom. We're not wasting water on that anymore. The people are not upset by that. They're not eating the potatoes. We have lots of potatoes. Oh, that just may have been everything that just rotted out because they're not eating it. I guess I could crack... If I need food, I could crack eggs. There is an obscene amount of eggs underneath this pile. There's barbecue to be had. I mean, food options. I mean, if I really want to heat this heated everything very fast. This was far more effective than I expected as well. Just crank it. This hasn't gotten as hot as I would have thought. The outward pressure of everything around it has kept it cool. This has been made, so let's enable this. We're not having anyone die. Please and thank you. We haven't had anyone die for like 100 days. Morale must stay high. Alright, do we have... Oh, look at that. Behold. Oh, fork. Food. Bread. Alright, now every bedroom will be luxury. I didn't notice it had to have 2 decoration buildings. Perfect. Let's see how is... Demon Builder, how you doing on here? No stress. 11 to 12 morale. Chipper. $127 cycles old. Where can I get a leather jacket in space? Can we make you a leather jacket? Will that make you happy? I don't have a clothing thing. What is this? I mean, no power consumers. Oh, we haven't finished building you yet. Guys, please. This is important. Why not? You can be dance, you can be black. I'm black where it matters. On the dance floor. Where are all my builders? Guys. Mole Man, the second. And still, no one's brought the lead indoors. Alright, now that we're almost ready to come get you, you've gone dormant. Perfect. Calculated. What was that? I saw something. Oh, almost. Is that a mood? That where we're firing the rocket to. And we have a tube to place too, so we have things to do. Alright, power's online. Good job, guys. Like a teenage boy. They love it. I don't have a displayed ornament. Where could I get an ornament? Now, with that kind of achievement, do you just make a lot of crab and eat them as soon as you get more than 8? You cats? Free oxalite. It does sound like a huge pain in the butt, I'll tell you that. I'm actually very impressed that the game can run this. This seems beyond what the game was designed to be able to run. Ah, the extra eggs are hatching. How many of you can fit in an enclosure? You're starving because it's cold as balls up here and this can't grow. You're all starving to death. Can't graze anymore. It used to be warm up here. How hot you have to get? A lot hotter. Well. I could do that. Can I rotate you? No. If I just throw one down and just melt this, like really heat this place up. Right, I didn't throw down the McDonald's over here. Oh, that's smart. This way they're eating more, even intentionally or not. And I guess I could throw another one over here. You can be the control group. Oh, I have more sheep. There's a sheep. There, you. Yeah, you could eventually replenish the colony. We started with one anyway. You're not allowed to plant anything? It wasn't such a pain to make a larger apartment complex. We could hire more duplicates. For a year. Seasoned professionals. Oh, it's a baby. Alright, you're almost growing. That's good. It says harvest ready. How come none of you are eating this mealwood? If this one is ready, how comes no one's eating it? You won't eat it because it's too cold? You prissy sheep. Masterful cosmonaut. Wait, cosmonaut? Why are you ranching? You're supposed to be going to space. You're apparently allowed to also ranch. You know what? Cosmonaut is going to space. Cosmonaut can spend time with the sheep if he really wants to. You're brushing your teeth. If they're going to build all of this, while they're building this, let's see what our new toys are. Let's see, I would love to see a polluted water vent. I don't feel like I understand how this works. Like, I made this out of gold. Gold is very high conductivity, so this should get very hot. So I felt like this plate should grab all the heat from these space heaters and hold it right here, and then the crude oil will kind of cook, sitting on the plate. But I don't think I quite understand how this works. You can make it out of anything. You're really not... You guys are not going to eat cold mealwood. You'd rather starve to death than eat something a little cold. Absolutely wild. Oh, so it only works... I'd have to put it across all three? If I do this, it's gonna punch a hole. I'll lose this oil. It's not that important. These will eventually win the battle. It is warming up a little bit. We've only had 2 deaths. No food crises. Food's very easy to come by. We got some steam. Very hot over here. Doesn't seem to be anything in there that I could find yet. Alright, our new toy. Steam. 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 What? What do I do with this? What do I do with you? First thing I do, I slam the frickin' door shut. But you're dormant, you're fine. Analyze you. 1000-degree steam. Alright, so we have a source of power in the north. Oh, that just means we're due. May as well punch a hole here, allow this out, and grab this. But that would require actually going back inside, and I've decided that this was done. But if it might actually make sense, punch this hole, climb in here, put more of this across all three to let the heat really go. Haven't really been using that much mealwood either. We just end up with a lot of barbecue as these guys die out. Could fix it. We're also not low on oil. We have plenty right now. If this runs low, then I can do fancier stuff. That would even be smarter, just run a ladder right here. Let them crawl into this. Into the oil reservoir. It'll be gross, but it's fine. But we have a new toy to play with. A new toy. So, Steam will not stay steam for long here at all in Cold Planet. It is negative 40 degrees. This will instantly... You know what this is? This is water. This is a source of water. Tipidizer, I just have it on a switch. Water's too cold for the hot tub. I've been using this thing as a when this can live. When this can live, it says 83, it can live up to 86. This was my first attempt in liquid heating. And the apartments, they went from 0 degrees to like 112. Okay, so this is a source of water. Yeah. Steam, you can call it steam all you want. This 1000 degree water is going to hit this negative 40 degree air and immediately liquidate. So let's get ready to catch the water. Oh, he went to poke it and suddenly mealtime. We could also attempt to turbine. I guess I'll need at least one tile worth. The steam goes here. Steam goes here. I grab any steam that survives. I don't understand. Hold on. Steam. Tell me about Steam. No, wrong button. Wiki. Steam. Uses Steam to put... What? No. Steam. Draws in Steam from the... So you have your own flow. You have your own flow. You have your own floor. Make you out of steel, just in case. I don't like that this is larger than this. It eats through the floor. Alright, so we gotta go one higher. This doesn't get hot? What's the heat? Oh, only 4. And the overheat temperature is quite high. We use lead. You also take plastic. Anything but lead. Never mind. Copper. We have copper. Alright, then we gotta put a floor. Does it care what floor? Oh, we'll find out. It is the good copper. Alright, so this will work out. This also outputs water. Wait, this outputs water. Mesh tile. This way, any steam that comes through... wait. No, this has to... Wait, that won't work. Because the steam will just go right through and not actually be captured. The steam comes up. I could put a pump here. Oh, you don't drop water? Wait, let's actually read the instructions. Hold on. We have a manual. Let's read the instruction manual. Liquid output pipe. Someone must be able to build this. Not the guy who builds it, just at least someone on the base has to be qualified. Alright, we couldn't do this till we got plastic anyway. Produces... $8.50. What does it cost to use? It's free to use. Steam runs it. Okay. Overheats very quickly, or very slowly. And... looks good. Okay, I think we understand now. We do this. Okay, over here goes the mesh. The mesh tile goes right there. Yeah, that goes there. Mesh tile here. Just drop it. This will fall right down to here with all the rest of the steam that doesn't get grabbed and gets frozen. This will fall all the way down into what we're going to build. And we will need to drywall all of this. Space is nearby. I don't trust space not to creep in. And power. This is a power generator, so I'm actually going to need to run. I was talking about running the main line all the way up. Oh, this place is huge. Perfect. Yeah, we're going to commandeer the hell out of this. We are making... we are going to build... We're going to hire like 8 more dupes and send them to live in space. Cosmonaut will lead them. Lead them to the stars. I could grab this as well, and then at the bottom, just throw down a filter. If it's salty, toss it here. If it's wet, toss it there. Pretty snazzy suit. All right. We're dressing a lot of our people. Demon Builder, enjoy your new suit. And we're gonna put that filter... Yeah, right here. Right. Alright, everything goes in. If it's salty... Then we have to go the other way. Hold on. Stop it. Listen to me when I click the buttons. Come on. I want it to... If it's water. If it's water, send it out. Plastic in 5 days. You just dig straight down. Going straight to hell. If it's water, then it goes over here. You can join that way, yeah, sure. Oh, that's cool. That's actually awesome. Do a run and see if it can actually start in space. Just up. Like a planet out there. It rumbles. You can hear the rumbling. Obsidian. Can I make ladders out of obsidian? Yeah. Oh, ladder. I'm almost out of sedimentary rock. I fed almost all of my rocks to the dogs. I need to switch to feeding them igneous or granite. Or just stop using dogs. We have other sources of power. Other sources of power. I think we're done with coal. Yeah, we're done feeding the dogs. They'll get what they get. When we run out, we run out. note they made this. If it's water, that's right. It's going to spit up steam. Some steam will be grabbed by the steam turbine. And then will produce some power. The steam turbine then spits out water, which will fall through the mesh tile down here along with the other steam that gets liquefied. I don't know how much this will grab versus how much this spits out. I'm assuming any water it gets turned into is going to be like 200 degree Fahrenheit. So it may not freeze immediately. They'll eventually build all this. Now they could. It's time to bring power to the north. How? Now how? Alright, maybe it's easier to go north. Yeah, let's work our way up. How to sneak the main power line. That's a temporary problem. I have a surefire way to get rid of an atmosphere very close by. We could just eject the atmosphere into space. And then seal it off. And then we'll have nothing but steam. You're in the wrong spot. You need to be one over. This should be beautiful. We'll find out soon when this will erupt again. It's a couple kilograms. Very hot water. And this eats... How much do you eat? You actually don't say how much steam you eat. Alright, the data is not all here. Oh. Alright, the analysis is almost done. Oh, nope, downtime. Alright, well, she'll get back to it. Much to do. Alright, now, power. Main power needs to go north. Schedule. I haven't looked at the schedule in a while. Everyone's on their own schedule. 3 people at a time. Rotating blocks. Yeah, that looks right. Hydrate. Oh, hydration. One moment. Must gather more water. Before... Yes. Oh, that's good water. Alright. Okay, so we need to get the main power line to space. Main power line made its way out to here. The easiest way to sneak it out this tube. Or we go the other way. I'd rather not go into the I'd rather not punch a hole in the air vent. You know what? This is not a bad, this is a good idea. We do it right here. I played a run of this on stream normally back during like COVID on like normal planet. I don't remember much about it. I did it mostly on days where I was drinking. It was the apple cider farm. I remember that. Because that's what I was drinking the first day I did it. We learned as we went. I'm big into games like Factorio and things like that, so these kind of ant farms are pretty fun. There, we do this. I like strategy sim games. Alchemy Factory. Never heard that. Alright, now I need to punch a hole right here so they can dig out. Punch this. They should be able to do the rest of that from these holes here. Steam is going to be a thing. Drag you north. To space! What I do not want to do is actually attach these two. So it's going to have to come up here and then go around. I only want one exit possible, because you give duplicants different Atmos suit dock checkpoints, and they really don't understand how to handle that. I guess the easiest way to do that would be actually do this. This won't be elegant, but it will work. Stop that. Put down one of these. I got really quiet. Then I decided to respect the volcano. There, this is how we're gonna do this. The second one. Where I sealed it off. I was like, oh no. Now we're leeching power off of it to keep this liquid. 8 kilograms of natural gas. How much natural gas can we put into this atmosphere before it explodes? 8 kilograms. Alternatively, I could get a pump in here. I do have a natural gas geyser here. And here. Would not take much to just send it up the line with the others. On a basic filter. Because, you know, we're hurting for power so much and all. Can't even spend it. There's the factory. The hardest part was actually warming this place enough to be able to use the carbon skimmers. Beautiful. We plant trees using our urine. Turn it to ethanol. Stick it in the ethanol distiller. That creates dirt that we use to feed our duplicants. It's a self-replicating cycle. Can we feed you dirt? We have dirt. We have lots of dirt. We have lots of dirt. We could just feed you guys dirt. Yeah, you could eat dirt. And if I need to up my dirt production, that's done with these. Yeah, this emits 333 grams a second of poop. We do have a lot of these running at once. This is also a source of heat. Poop is also a good source of heat. We could just... Yeah, let's throw some more of these up here. What? Stop it. What would I use the bristle blossom for? We are low on water to begin with. At least I figured this out. Temp shift plating out of ice. Melts it really quickly. Can I make temp shift plating out of oil? If so, then what have I been doing? Why am I trying to melt it with a... No, I cannot make it out of oil. You can make it out of pretty much anything else. That's too bad. Alright, the sheep live. They did not starve to death. One of them starved to death. There's only 3 sheep remaining. Alright, time for new sheep. I mean, Bristle Blossom costs water. Water is a valued commodity. Mealwood costs dirt. We have dirt. We're making dirt. If I need more dirt, I'll throw down outhouses. Or make more... We're actually full on ethanol. We could use them. We could use more distillers. I could expand the generator facility. We are surrounded by ice. That's taking effort to both. I have 1 saltwater geyser right here. We're still working on corralling you. It's gone dormant. Ice is water. This will also become water. This will also become water. Rain makes corn. Corn makes whiskey. Whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky. Kind of a rapey vibe there, Toby Keith. Gotta get your girlfriend drunk to get with her, huh? Don't like that song. It is a saltwater geyser. Pretty normal. Take some seeds, why not? We have a few fun geysers. We have this infectious polluted oxygen vent, but because we're a cold planet, the slime lung dies. So I take that polluted oxygen, I run it through a filter room, and this was our first oxygen generator. And then we found a cool steam, which is water, that's running the electrolyzer. And then we found 3 natural gas geysers. We also found a carbon dioxide geyser. I haven't found a use for you yet. For liquid carbon dioxide. Maybe someday. Polluted ice. Alright. 75 bristle blossoms. I mean, we have water backup. We have... Actually, now that I'm not using water for anything except for soda and the hot tub. You go ahead and turn that back on. When the reservoir fills up from purifying the salt, I could re-establish the Bristle Blossom Farm. The duplicants do not complain about what they're eating, they're happy enough. Alright, so analysis complete. Average output. An average of 600 grams a second during the dormant period as well. This will turn on in 27 days. Turns on for 254 seconds, every 600 seconds. This is too high. Hold on. We need some scaffolding. Good. There'll be lots of water to pump into the base. Once we are overflowing water, we can pivot from dirt food to liquid food. Oh, look how nice this place already is for us. It's gonna be great. Okay, just give it a massage. Alright, anyway, the main power line. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and then we're going to lock the door, and then that will seal off the base from each other. So I just, at this point, now that it's on this side, I lock this door. They can now no longer go this way. You love to see that. There's so little carbon dioxide. The oxyferns are dead. Well, dormant. Now they can't go this way. They can't get around the door. Alright, now that it's on this side, we can come around the other end. Easiest way to do that. Want to run the main power. It needs to come up near this way to the main base, so. Could go up and over. You could see what's up here. May as well. And don't forget to actually bring the power line over. I saw the spores when we were harvesting oil. They seem very easy to avoid. What we don't have is a way to cure it. That requires a very specific egg. Do they freaking love it? Oh, they freaking love it. It seems like an unfun mechanic. Look how awesome. They freaking love this hallway. They love crabs. Can you imagine going through a hallway with 7,000 kittens? Again, always very impressive when I go near this room and the frame rate doesn't die. I would not expect a game, even a simple game that this lovely sprite work, to be able to handle this. I could tell the game, don't bother animating this, it's fine. My bedroom should be close to that. Yeah, 120. It's sitting like 300. They're very happy to go to bed. So now they come here, they come down here. The main power line will drag up, but that will not attach to the southwest corridor because there's a door there. Telling them don't do that. Huh. Depending on what's here, there could be something in the way. I kind of want to burrow this way first. What is this? Robot. With a ditto inside. And some lockers. There's probably some clothes in there. We have too many projects to be exploring lockers right now. A lot of projects that are not getting done. Guys, what are you up to? I should build... If my plan is to put the tube directly here and then have this be the output for space... You're right, I should do the fast travel. It's not like we don't have metal. It's just impossible to draw a straight line in this game. Like, I wish there was a way... Is there a button I can press that will just lock it to being straight? Hold shift or control or something and it will just lock it and stop it from moving? Holding shift. Oh, sweet. Yes, yes. Oh, what a beautiful feature. I figured that getting this game. I even said shift. I even try it. It's a much needed feature. It's impossible to draw a straight line for me. Once this ladder's made, I'll lock the door. I feel like it would still do that. I always, as soon as it starts to save, the whole game kind of locks up, so I just take my hand off the mouse. I don't like these guys. These are not fun animals to have. When there's an egg around, they actually attack. This is the bad kind of crab. Hey, free iron. Dick shells for lime. Yeah, they molt, but we have lime. We have fossil and eggshells. We have unlimited quantities of eggshells. Unlimited quantities of eggshells. I don't even know how many of you I can keep at a time. 12. 96. Oh, it's too late at night. It's been too long of a day for that. Divided by 12. That means I can have 8 of 8? 8 feels like a lot. That doesn't sound right. You can't have 8 of these guys at once. They felt crowded when there were 6 of them in here. Oh, what's this? What is this? I've never seen this. This Christmas lights on the outside. There's a mailbox. Storing 250,000 stuff. What? There's someone inside. Someone's living in this. Is this a space Winnebago? Who's our best diplomat? The doctor? Space? Speed Racer. Speed Racer who has at this point made it to 19 athletics. Fast. So... oh, I hope they die. Be perfect. It's what I deserve. I like the pockets of oxygen way up here, as though you're making it this far without a suit. Free ethanol. I was just saying, we have so much ethanol, maybe it's time to up the distillery. We're not managing to fill... oh, we're also not... we're not prioritizing filling these things. Hold on. Sure, there's plenty to fill. Alright, so things to continue dragging main power up here. We have 25 days until this comes online. When main power's up here, make sure this is actually made. We can get free water out of this. Something overheated. Something's overheating. What's overheating? Oh, I left the tepidizer on, didn't I? Nope. Yeah, I did. Oop. Well, the bedroom's overheating. Hot tub's activated again. We want to get salt water, actually finish grappling this. Very simple setup, but it should be effective. We have dogs. Dogs. Something keep... oh. Something's trying to overheat, but it won't tell me what. Oh, is it the oil? You guys overheated. Yeah, you guys are overheating again. I should have made you out of steel. Mobby. They've dropped a few percentages. I really need to get a ladder, climb in here, and... what? It's not you? The hot tub's overheating. How is the hot tub overheating? What? Made of wood. Melting the wood? That's kind of the whole point, is that for it to be hot, right? It's fine. I turned off the tepidizer. That's a self-correcting problem. You do also want to see what other fun toy is right here. What if it's a second steam vent? A piss vent would be really nice. A vent made of piss. That'd be pretty great. We are sorely lacking in our septic tank. Water's not looking too hot either. No backlog of water. So next time we have things to do. Things got done. Space is visible. And then the dogs. And then what do we do with the dog? What do we do with space with the dogs? We eat the dogs. What do we do with space though? I guess the whole point of space is solar panel. For which I need to actually make glass. And then once I meant to make glass, but then how do I protect the solar panel from the meteors that are causing the regolith? Well, that'll be things for when we colonize up here. This is a vacuum. So we do need to pump air in here. Since we're running power up here anyway, we just run an oxygen vent as well. Or is this what we use our rust for? What do we do with the chlorine? I guess we could just pump the chlorine into space. That's fine. It's not that cold up here either. It's quite nice. This is 400 degrees. What? Space is quite warm. Decisions. The things to do. Printing pod. Could we make a second printing pod? There's no deconstruct on this thing. Disable it, stop it. Don't care. Oh, I didn't even see this. I just happened to go for 12 because it was clean. Because it was the amount of it was the amount of bedroom space I had. Actually so hot, it's melting. We'd love to see it. Oh. Someone will get to it. Yeah, it's fine. Peptidizer's off. The heat will dissipate eventually. Oil is real. It's happening. We really should get in here and... Alright. Next planned thing to do. Is it hot down here? Not in the slightest. Grab this gas. Kick it and just add it to the pile. No reason to let a resource go to waste. I can think of a way to use it. Next time.